Good morning. It is lovely to see you this morning. As you can see, I've got Sid with me. Can you say hello? Hello everybody. How are you today? Are you okay? How are you feeling? We've got a little set of emojis on our computer screen. What do you think, Sid? How are you feeling today? Oh dear. He says he's a little bit towards the orange face on that one, a bit of a sad face. Why is that, Sid? Oh, Sid says that he's missing everybody, and we're all missing each other. All our friends are missing each other, but we'll hopefully be back together soon. Hopefully we'll know more this week about when we're hoping to be back together. Yeah, is that it? Is that everything? No. Oh, Sid, he looks so sad. Look at that sad face. Oh, Sid, what's the matter, Sid? You've seen lots of people looking really sad. What, at our house? No, not at our house. We're silly daft here, aren't we? No, you can't tell the boys and girls about what we've been up to. No, not even the part where they were doing that. No, that's a secret. Shh. How are you feeling today? Have a look at the chart and see what you think. Are you feeling super happy, like the green emoji right at the end, the green smiley face? Or are you feeling a little bit so-so? Things are still not quite right because it's not the same at the moment, or maybe you're having lots of fun at home and you're feeling great, or maybe you're feeling like the red emoji, a little bit angry maybe, a little bit worried maybe. Everybody feels different. Last time when we met together, we looked at the first of our worship series on the theme of change. That's what we thought about last week. For the first time, we had the story of Zacchaeus, and we thought about how to change our minds to make us think more positively. And today we're going to think about a different aspect of change, and I wanted to remind you if you're in Team Oak and to explain to the other children that Team Oak have been part of a qualification this year. Well, we've not quite finished it, but hopefully we will get to finish it. And the qualification was part of the Young Leader Award run by the Archbishop of York. It's the Archbishop's Leadership Award. And that qualification was all about being the change that you want to see in other people. And that's one of our challenges. And we didn't just think about it during the Archbishop's Leadership qualification, we also thought about it on our WE Day when we went to Nottingham and when we had our friend come in and visit us from the WE project. We thought about how we can be different, how we can be the change that we want to see. And I just sat thinking, well, what does that really mean? What does it mean to be the change that we want to see in other people? Well, it means that when we see people who are feeling sad, then we try and bring happiness. When we see people who are feeling a bit lonely, we try and let them know that we're thinking of them. But how can we do that? Well, I think we can do that in a number of ways. One of the ways that we can do that is by doing things practically, like giving food to the food bank. And there's been some great stories around Hucknall recently about how many people have donated to the food bank, and some people have been raising money for the food bank, and it's making a huge difference to the people in our local area. But it doesn't have to just be a practical gift like that of things that we have at home. It could also be using our gifts and our time to help other people. But how can one person or one family make a difference, just like Sid was asking? Well, Sid, I'm going to tell you about a story that my friend Mr. Southey taught me. It was about a boy who was walking down along a beachfront, and he saw that the waves had brought in lots and lots and lots of starfish. They were all over the beach. And as he started walking along the beachfront, he started picking the starfish up and throwing them back into the sea. And an adult came along and they started laughing. And they said, "Why are you doing that? Why are you bothering to throw the starfish into the sea? Can't you see that there are so many starfish? You can never ever make a difference." The little boy looked at the adult, and then he looked down at his feet and he picked up another starfish. And he threw it as hard as he could into the sea. And he turned back to the adult and he said, "I made a difference to that one." And I think that's a really lovely reminder that you don't have to make a difference to lots and lots of people. You can make a difference to one person, and that will make a massive improvement on that person's life. I keep hearing stories about the girl Greta Thunberg, who's made a massive difference by starting to speak out about something that she's passionate about. And one of the things that really impressed us in Oak Class was the passion that Oak Class had for different projects and different people. When we started thinking about different ways we could help other people, we were overwhelmed by their attitude to others, and that was one of the reasons that we ended up, isn't it, adopting Chinois as our chimp. And we've got a picture of him, it's come recently, a new update, so I'll have to send that out to you all. So that's one way that boy made a difference. But in the Bible, I know of a story of a little boy who made a difference to a lot of people. And I'm sure that you know it too. It's a story about a boy who offers his food because there were lots of people listening to Jesus and they were getting very hungry. In fact, the Bible tells us there were 5,000 men. It doesn't tell us how many women and children were there. And all this boy had were 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Now I wonder if he woke up that morning and thought, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give all my food to Jesus so that he can help to feed everybody. I don't think he would have been thinking like that. In fact, I don't think he would have woken up that morning thinking, do you know, today I'm going to make a difference to at least 5,000 people. I don't think he would have done that. I think that what he did was to offer what he had. That boy just saw a need and offered what he got. And you know, it doesn't have to be a lot for it to make a huge difference. There is a link to that story underneath the links that we've sent through to you. So you'll be able to see that story if you can't remember it or if you want to refresh your memory. So I'm going to set you a challenge. And here it is. I want you to think of a way that you can make a difference to the people in your house today or this week. And then have a think about whether you could make a difference to the people in your street. And then see if you can make a difference to the people in your local or wider community or the school community. How can you make a difference to them? One way you can do it is by spreading a little bit of joy. Now that can be as simple as getting somebody to speak to you. One way you can do this is by trying to spread a little bit of joy. What we've been enjoying doing when we've been going on our walks is to try and get people to speak to us. And it's amazing how a hello and how are you will get people smiling and just feeling like they are valued. It's been lovely to engage people in conversation. In fact, we even had a competition to see how many people we could get to speak to us. It doesn't have to be a huge thing. A wave, a smile, a note. We're currently baking for our next door neighbours. They have no idea, but we just thought it would be nice for them. It doesn't have to be for any reason. It's just to know, for them to know that we're thinking of them so that we can help to make a difference to other people. One of the things that we've been doing is we have been doing some artwork to help our community, and one way you can do that is by doing bubble paintings. Now I chose bubble paintings because it reminded me that paint can be used in lots of different ways and we can change the way we used it. So we added a little bit of water and a little bit of washing up liquid to make bubbly paints, and we made 7 different colours, the colours of the rainbow. And then we blew into the paints. Make sure you blow with a straw, don't suck, otherwise you make a terrible mess. And we made really lovely pictures that we cut out into love heart paper. Here we go, Sid's going to show you one that we made. There we go, lovely Sid, well done. And we're going to write a little message onto these and send them to people in our community who we think need to have a little bit of joy brought to them. So that is your challenge. How can you make a difference to the people in your home, the people in your street and local community, and then wider community? It doesn't have to be big, but I would love to hear the things that you have been doing. So have a think about what you could do. Be as creative as you like. One of the people in Team Oak has already made a difference to me. She made me some earrings. I don't know whether you can see them, little rainbow earrings, which was such a lovely thing to do and really made me feel like I was valued. So thank you to that person and that family. They know who they are. Okay, we're going to put our hands together now and say a prayer. And if you'd like to make the prayer your own, you just need to add an amen at the end. There we go, we've got the candle lit. Father God, we thank you that you can inspire us. We thank you that even though we might just be one person or one family, we can make a huge difference to others. Help us today and this week and in the coming weeks to be the change that we want to see in other people. Help us to be bringers of joy, to be bringers of hope, to be bringers of peace. Please bless our local communities, our school community, and our families. Amen. Right, have a great day everybody, and I will see you next time for another worship. Take care.